and brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you to 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the New York Knicks. And guys, when you look at the Knicks, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first 2 games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. Shaq, a lot of folks thought that Kevin Garnett might retire in the offseason. He's an old teammate of yours. Take me inside what makes Kevin Garnett tick.
As you said, Ernie, I played against this guy. I played with this guy. There is no one who works as hard as KG. He's been redlining all those years. He wants to end his career on his terms. He has 1 year left on this deal. Why not play it out?
Guy brings it each and every night. And so does Kevin Harlan. Let's check in with him.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. From the booth, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against the Memphis Grizzlies. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Hornets, Rudy Gay is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Ellis, and it's Spates in at the center.
Dirk Nowitzki last season back in the All-Star game is 12th in 13 seasons. As he left the knee troubles of 2 seasons ago in the rearview mirror. He's in top form once again.
And Nowitzki, even though late in his career, put up close to a 50, 40, 90 season. Missed it by only fractions of a percentage point, scoring as well as ever. And turned in his best season as far as assist-to-turnover ratio goes.
Now here is Lowry. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
9 seconds of the shot.
And it's the Hornets ball. Walker with it. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Kicks it out to Ellis. Shoots a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Ellis has got himself on the board with 3 there. And Dirk Nowitzki scaling the ranks of the all-time top scorers. Last season, Stevie passed guys like Jerry West and Rick Barry, Kevin Garnett, Alex English, the great John Havlicek, Dominique Wilkins-Steven, and Oscar Robertson.
Think about that list that you just rattled off. That's incredible. Dirk moving into the top 10, and with a game based on skill and size, there's no telling how high he'll get on that list.
Oh, man, what a play.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Gasol, a screen on Gay. Shoots from the elbow, off the left rim and out.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Kick out to Walker from outside the arc, and another 3 for Charlotte.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4.
They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lowry kicks to Allen. Shoots from the high post, and it's off the back rim. No good.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Nowitzki, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
The Hornets are certainly showing signs of development and improvement, and that's not all they're doing to put fans in the seats. Those who bought season tickets last season got season tickets for this season for free. That meant tickets as cheap as $3.25 a game. Wow, that's a heck of a deal.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Derek Fisher for a moment. Coach told me that he knows they have a tough assignment in Dirk Nowitzki. We talked about what makes Dirk so difficult to defend against, and he pointed to Dirk's ability to hit jumpers when he is seemingly completely off balance, saying it'll look like he's falling over, then he just turns and flips the ball in. I know I've seen Dirk do that on more than one occasion, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris. It's blocked. They recover. Count that one. Here's Walker. Nowitzki inside. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Knicks trail by 8. Batum wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Walker kicks to Gay. Ellis outside. Walker dishes to Gay. Ellis on top. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Shots good by Gay.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Allen passes to Gasol. The feed to Batum. Some nice passing by New York here. With the fadeaway. And it doesn't even draw iron. Hornets leading by 8. Spates down low. Hill's there. Spates kicks to Nowitzki. Knicks with the rebound. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him, and that might be a good move, developing the shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
Again, the Hornets score.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out.
Redick for 3. Here's Granger, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Well, Danny Granger in his prime, a 25-point-per-game scorer and an all-star, but knee troubles have conspired to hold him back over the last couple of seasons. Still an effective role player, but just not the star that he once was.
Gay kicks to Ellis. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Deadly shooting from behind the arc.
Yeah, the D better start getting out there on them, Steve, and soon.
Livingston kicks to Redick. 16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. 16 seconds left to play in the first. And Walker kicks to Ellis. Right wing. Garnett goes in. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Garnett's got his first points in this one.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
This Tuesday, November 4th, the Houston Rockets go on the road to battle the Miami Heat. Be there.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jump shot, too, so they're really doing a nice job offensively.
Patrick Patterson is out there with Vitor Favarano. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Livingston in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now.
What an impossible. So much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Ellis goes in, and he goes in for the dunk. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
One issue with the Knicks last year, Steve, was that they really didn't get a lot of easy buckets, no easy points. When they scored, they really had to earn it.
Yeah, they didn't run, and so they had to score in the half court. And that's a difficult thing to do in the modern NBA, you know, because teams can load up on you defensively. They can zone up. There are a lot of different things to do. I think they have to run more this year. And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Patterson a screen on Ellis. Redick dishes to Favarani. Granger outside. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
A different look for New York. Pau Gasol's checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Lowry in for Sean Livingston. Charlotte also making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Mahimi. And it's Nowitzki in for Kevin Garnett. That's good.
You know, as you mentioned with the Knicks, you know, last in the league in fast break points as well as points in the paint. And you just can't be efficient if you're not getting those kinds of easy points. And typically points in the paint, transition points, those go hand in hand and are often the bread and butter for, you know, high caliber offenses.
Hill, he's checked in for Vitor Favarani. Hill against McGee. Hill passes to Redick. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Even though a lot of the Knicks can make shots from distance, you want to have a steady balance of layups and chances close to the rim to keep an offense healthy, and that just wasn't there last year for the Knicks.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for New York. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher, fresh off his final season as a player, takes over as head coach of the New York Knicks. He'd always envisioned taking a break after his retirement, spending time with his family. But the opportunity with the Knicks was far too good to pass up. Now he takes the reins of one of the league's marquee franchises. We're anxious to watch him work, Kevin.
Certainly a wealth of experience and leadership from his decades as a player. Thanks, Doris. Pass to Lowry. And it's rejected. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Here's Gasol. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Gasol's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Perfect inbound pass and an easy 2 points.
Well, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. Second in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
Very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers. The top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team. And when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything easy.
Lowry kicks to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Allen dishes to Batum. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Charlotte was not bad on the road last season. They had some good road wins, much improved now from where they were in years past, but still some room for improvement.
11 feet away, and again, Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets. Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Lowry passes to Batum. Batum with another miss.
And, you know, you go back to the year before when Charlotte had the worst road record in the league. And last year, just leaps and bounds ahead of that. And a lot of credit to that coaching staff and also those young players growing up and maturing a bit.
Lowry kicks to Batum. Gay comes over with a double team. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Allen.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Yeah, Charlotte's 18 road wins tripled their total from 2013. But you knew, Steve, they would be better overall.
Well, really, it was their ability to tread water out on the road that gave them that 7th spot in the East. It just shows you how important it is to get road wins.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Lowry. In low to Hill. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Livingston comes in for Allen.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his... passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Livingston kicks to Patterson. Now the pass to Batum. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. The drive by Lowry. There's the block. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. A different look for New York. Ettore Favarani's checked in for Hill. Granger comes in for Nicholas Batum. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Patterson, that's good. Hornets leading by 12. And Walker kicks to Ellis. Feeds it to Garnett. Outside, Walker. The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, and they were 74% free throw shooting as a team last year, so those numbers could come up.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Now, here's Redick. With 1 on the clock. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that does it for the first half of play. Hornet. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Monte Ellis has been sensational.
Yeah, the defensive effort and intensity has been fantastic, and you can tell he's really inspiring his team with his play.
Yeah, his emotion and his production. He's been patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there, and he's really made a statement with his defensive effort.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Maurice Spates. Kemba Walker is out there with Ellis. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Gay in at the 3 slot. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kevin Garnett is at the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. Doc Rivers won a title with him in Boston and simply can't say enough. As Coach Doc says, I get very emotional. He's the best teammate, the most unselfish superstar I've ever been around. Every coach should be able to coach KG just once to see what a true team player should be. Kevin, what a compliment.
A guy you love to play with and hate to play against, Doris. Thanks. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they don't let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Monte Ellis at 6'3" is certainly a gifted scorer. He played most of his career minutes at the shooting guard position. He gives up some size there, however, and that's been a challenge for him at the defensive end.
Hill dishes to Gasol. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gasol's got 6. And some have felt as a scoring combo guard, Ellis would be best as a 6th man. Steve, coming off the bench, what do you think?
I agree. You know, as talented as he is, you know, he's really kind of a combo guard who's a nightmare matchup for a lot of players. But he's not a true point, and he doesn't have that size that you want at the 2-guard spot. So, to me, 6th man makes perfect sense.
The Hornets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Both good from the line that time.
Kemba Walker, quick, got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
Batum for 3, and it's good. Batum's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger, any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
Spates. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got assist number 5 here tonight. And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clark, he's become a great finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. He's more 5'10"-ish, 5'11", and he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Miami's checked in for the Hornets. Lowry passes to Hill. There's the dish to Gasol. No good. Some solid D from Nowitzki.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Batum a screen on Walker. Lowry kicks to Gasol. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
The drive-by game.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow. Oh, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
And what was really the big shock in the East last season, the Knicks failed to make the playoffs. This from a team many expected to challenge for a spot in the conference finals. Just didn't happen.
For the Knicks, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Hill. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Allen.
Well, with the shakeups for the Knicks, with the coaching change and even the change in the front office during last season, you'd absolutely expect them to take on a new direction.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
A different look for New York. Granger comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Livingston in for Kyle Lowry. Knicks trail by 17. They had a little bit of a hiccup to get the overhaul started, but once summer was in full swing, Clark, the Knicks made a lot of changes.
Well, getting Fisher to coach and then implement the triangle was a big one, and they also made some trades to shake up a roster that many felt underachieved last year.
Clock at 4.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Hornets now. Hornets leading by 17. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb. Guys here in the second half, they're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Unloads from 13. And Mahinmi with the block.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Coach. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Vitor Favarani's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Garnett's checked in.
Yeah, the defender scraped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
2 shots.
With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, you know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court. And I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
Inside. Granger misses.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by Livingston. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Reddick kicks to Patterson. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Granger outside. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by Granger.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Ellis, that's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working. Beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Over to the wing. Now Granger. Misses from close range. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte opening up a huge gap. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting him way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
We've got Allen, Vitor Favarani out there with Hill. Then there's Lowry, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
That's good. 6 points for Ray Allen.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
And it's Walker penetrating. Kicks it out to Garnett. Lets it go from deep. And it's Walker again missing. New York shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Lowry against Walker. Here's Favarani, makes it off the glass.
Next down, 46-69.
Hornets leading by 23. Dishes it to Spates. Gay outside. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Lowry against Walker. Pass to Allen. On the wing, Batum. 6 to shoot. Allen drives in.
Ray Allen, the all-time leader in three-point field goals. And I'll tell you what, his shooting stroke, so admired throughout his career, but it's a combination of the consistency of his effort and the purity of that stroke. You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Withy comes in for Hill, and Marbles subbed in for Nicholas Batum. And Ray Allen, the former 5th pick overall back in 1996, a 10-time All-Star over the course of his career, gold medalist and a multiple NBA champion.
Yeah, I think people forget how good Ray Allen was as an all-around scoring player early in his career. Not to mention a pretty good performance on the silver screen early in his career as well. He's still known as Jesus Shuttlesworth. Certainly, that name is worthy of reverence.
It is, and I like the way you kind of pulled that out of your bag of tricks there, Clark. You've done your homework again.
Always.
Again. Outside Lowry. Lots of room. Here's Withy. Outside for Lowry. Connects from three-point range.
Great perseverance on the offensive end. Offensive rebounds resulting in second chance opportunities.
And Steve, guys, I know it's simplistic, but sometimes it does simply boil down to who wants the orange more. I mean, who wants orange juice? Who wants fresh orange juice and is willing to go get the orange to make it happen?
Here's Villanueva. Again, the Hornets score.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Withy dishes to Allen. Lowry for three. Again, the miss by Lowry. The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Carter kicks to Roberts. He feeds it to Villanueva. Shot from 16. Out to Carter. He dishes it to Barbosa. Beyond the arc. And it's the Hornets another three.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Passes it to Withy. Allen outside. Lowry passes to Allen. Fires the three. Here's Favarani. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And Roberts kicks to Villanueva. And it's the Hornets another three.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Allen dishes to Lowry. Some nice passing by New York here. Allen left side. And the shot is good. Allen's got 5 points in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hornets.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Knicks.
Well, you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this has been for Monte Ellis. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving and finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's Barbosa. Sinks the three-pointer. Barbosa's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hornets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Marble, the pass to Johnson. Here's Marble, covered by Barbosa. They get it back. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Carter with the bucket.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Livingston kicks to Marble. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
Roberts dishes to McGee. Soft touch off the glass.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Johnson in the corner. A 3-ball. Here's Withy. Misses the layup. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games.
Yes, Kevin. Well, Rudy, you guys look like you were running on all cylinders out there.